Hello, my name's Annabelle and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Women's Community Shelters. And welcome to our August newsletter. And boy oh boy, have we got a jam-packed newsletter. We have plenty of things to tell you about, lots of exciting new initiatives. And so if you're keen to dive in, check out the down below. One of the really important components of what we do at Women's Community Shelters is make meanwhile use of vacant properties that are either empty or underutilised. And those include things like hospital facilities or aged care facilities or properties that might be in a planning cycle. And those properties are incredibly important because they can help us provide the all-important next step of housing for women with or without children who are at risk of homelessness due to domestic and family violence or for other reasons. And we have a fabulous example down below of just how important meanwhile use housing can be, and you'll hear from Shirley, one of the residents in our Beecroft House property. So check out this amazing video down below. We'd also like to say a huge welcome to Jen Dixon, Women's Community Shelter's new Director of Housing. Jen brings a huge wealth of experience in the housing and homelessness sectors and has plunged straight into the work here at WCS with many of our exciting housing projects on the go. So welcome, Jen, and we can't wait for your contribution to Women's Community Shelters. The amazing Great Lakes Women's Shelter was the third shelter in the Women's Community Shelters network, and they do work in regional New South Wales, about 4.5 hours north of Sydney. And they're having an extra special fundraising event based in Sydney to raise all important funding for their shelter. So there are some wonderful details, great speakers, should be a terrific night. So check out the details down below if you can support our Great Lakes Women's Shelter, our regional shelter. Would you and your workplace like to be allies in action with Women's Community Shelters? We have an amazing new corporate volunteering opportunity with Team Building with Purpose, and it's called Allies in Action. And this is a wonderful way to do practical things to learn more about the work of Women's Community Shelters and also provide a meaningful contribution to each of our frontline shelters. So if you're interested in a team day, team volunteering, a corporate day for your staff or your network, check out the details for Allies in Action with Team Building with Purpose. Women's Community Shelters is commenting a little bit more on the news cycle, and we're also putting out amazing content on our socials. So if you'd like to follow us across a range of platforms, we've got all of the details of our social media handles down below. In the last month, I've had the opportunity to do a couple of podcasts, and there's also been a couple of interesting reports released. So if you're keen to know the details of those, we're always talking about it. Check it out down below.